There's, the State Police Commission does not have a limit on the number of hours for their WAE positions. Civil service does, because as we stated before, civil service has many agencies, and that commission has a very strong opinion on the creation of a temporary workforce, as they call it, filling the state jobs basically with employees that do not have any rights to their position. Again, because state police is only commissioned officers of the Office of State Police, and it does say in the Constitution that only they can only oversee employees that have graduated from the training academy. State Police has, the commission a couple of years ago approved the use of WAEs, which is basically a non-permanent workforce, mostly comprised of retired troopers who come back and work as security guards, maybe supplement investigation work, but there is no limit of hours for those positions.
I gotta go. How do you determine the pay? I know they do the same thing in Houston, Texas, but those guys that's retired come back and make $15 or $20 an hour retired. I don't know what does a retired trooper
there do? Again, because it's an unclassified service, it falls outside of the rules. It's not governed by the commission, so it is up to the administration and their budget to determine what the pay associated with those duties should be.
Well, but the creation of those positions is governed by this board.
When you do your research,
we need
the
we can get a grid,
yeah.
we can get a roster.
We're going to say you knew where I was going with that.
The one point that I've been trying to make every time I sit down in this chair is that the commission, not you, but the commission in the past, the colonel just forgets about you. They do these things without full knowledge of the commissioner. Because if you go back to this thing, y'all going to find out when you complete this study that I don't know that all these rules are being followed as to whether their sheriff deputies' sons working in these positions. There's a position in North Louisiana that's got a big long name. Guy makes $100,000 a year. Shows up at the office a couple days a week. I'll give you that name off the record.
I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen these as driver's ed. I've seen them as driver's ed teachers. They got them driver's ed. And I can remember seeing a list where some of them are called commissioners. I question, how do you have a retired trooper working, making $80,000 a year that's considered a commissioner? I thought we was commissioners. So it is something out there that need to take a look at.
Can I make a quick public comment on that?
Go for it.
I don't know. Since everybody else has,
since
everybody else has
in front of the camera, you
that's what I said. It's only fair that he's no longer with us, so I'm going to kind of be his voice, if you will. I don't know how many of you, I would probably figure maybe everyone is familiar, but maybe not, of a former blogger named C.B. Forgotston. Mr. Forgotston, during the whole Edmondson Amendment controversy, and I wish that his wife would have left his blog up, and she did for a while. If you may not know, Mr. Forgotston took his own life. But at any rate, during that period, he posted extensively about something that's known within state police called the 49-5 Club. And I think that may have been what Mr. Millet had reference to when he said the high 40s. Mr. Forgotston, and I won't be able to print out copies of his blogs when he made this, but he made it several times, said that, and he got this information from a number of troopers who obviously he didn't identify, but they were quite disgruntled in their complaints that retired troopers were being rehired, and the way it got the 49.5 word was at $49,500 as the salary level, to do menial tasks like going and getting donuts for the breakfast meetings, running errands, things of this nature. And like I said, I don't have his blog anymore to have printed it out, so I'm really kind of serving as his ghost, I guess, for lack of a better word. But will there be an inquiry in getting the details of these numbers, particularly I would say within the range of say 47 to 50, what their job responsibilities were?
Well, I think what Mr. Hanneman's going to do is get a copy of all of them Every one of them.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Correct.
That was my only question, so I'm gonna get back
He's
to
gonna get all of them
Once to
with
get
all of
the
the
roster
pay.
of everyone on there, and then at that point, once we have the roster with the salaries.
Then we can start digging into it to see what the clarification of the purpose of that employee is.
Additional details beyond the initial roster.
Fair
You know,
enough.
This is another reason why it's so important that this commission is the depository for all the records. Because without seeing what's happening, y'all sitting there, no one seemed to even know what a WAE is.
I had no clue.
Right. And so how can you approve something
Yeah.
and not know what it's all about, or how much they're being paid? You know, the state's cut y'all's budget. Well, also, the working trooper, getting back to the other trooper, if this position is needed permanently, it can make, some trooper needs it, they need to hire a trooper. Or one of the troopers needs to be able to compete, he wants to be an investigator, if they have investigators. I'm telling you, it's bigger than you think.
Mr. Millet, I can only speak for myself on this, but your point has been well taken, and we're gonna look at it. We really will.
I'm making more friends today than I've made in the past, I'm sure.
No.
I wouldn't
No,
say
I'm not
that.
talking about,
I would
no,
say-
I'm not talking about y'all.
Oh,
I'm talking about with retired troopers
okay.
and sheriff deputies.
So they're not friends?
Okay. I got you. Using that word
Yes, sir.
sarcastic. I got
Yes,
you.
sir. Not y'all.